Raw&Uncut, Raw Reaction back again. We're on a marathon here. We're just beginning though. Another Tom MacDonald reaction. I'm gonna knock out a few of them today. I gotta stay busy. I gotta stay working until I'm working. I gotta stay working. You feel me? I gotta stay moving. I gotta stay busy. I gotta stay in motion. As long as you're in motion, like my grandpa told me when I was 14, hey, as long as you keep moving, you never get a chance to rust up. And I never forgot that. And I'm gonna keep on going. Right now, Tom MacDonald, Angels. We're gonna react to this Raw&Uncut Raw Reaction. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. For the few naysayers and haters out there, and that Wi-Fi weenie guy that was threatening me. I got something for you in a minute. But right now, let me get into my boy, Tommy Boy here. Tom MacDonald, Angels. Let's see what this one's about.
It's not the liquor I'm addicted to, it's feeling brave. The feeling of not feeling the pain. I've been on and off the bottle, I put oxys out my nostrils. Believe me, you do anything to breathe before you suffocate. I couldn't stop it, staying clean was not an option. I was trying to be myself, but being me was such a problem. I just wanted to be Thomas, but Thomas was at the bottom of a hole he dug and getting comfortable inside a coffin. He locked it and swallowed the key, caught up, forgot all his dreams. Robbed at a common, became embalmed in a toxic routine. Beer was the escape, but I got stuck escaping. Whiskey was the blanket in the coldest basement.
Whiskey was the blanket in the coldest basement. Yeah. I feel you. I've been there a few times, Tommy Boy. I've been there. This one's a little bit different, right? A different vibe. But watching Tom MacDonald play the piano here a little bit, I didn't know he did. Someone mentioned it in another reaction I did a few weeks ago. I just remembered right now when this video was requested a little while ago, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody told me about that. But yo, I'm feeling it, I'm fucking with it, because as always, the message from Tom MacDonald is solid. There's no holes in it. It doesn't come across like Swiss cheese, homie. This ain't no Swiss cheese, homie. This is that real cheese. And I know he's Canadian, but I heard he lives in California, so it's that real California cheese, homie. That's how we're kicking this. Tom MacDonald, Angels. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep it rolling. Raw and uncut.
Way before the fame, I was wasted, freezing, doing anything I could to keep the flame lit. To anyone going through the same, heaven's got enough angels, you need to stay here. And I can't make you stay, but sometimes going ain't a choice. And every choice you make is one that you didn't avoid. Crash the whip and ditch the car, burn a bridge, follow the stars. You'll find monsters in the dark, but nothing's worth it till it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to see things clear through your tears, but anywhere is way better than here. Fight your fear. It's not the.
If you don't ever look at fear straight in the face and stand up to it, you will never, ever, ever be able to conquer it. And I learned that as a kid in many ways than one. No matter what we were doing, whether I was scared of heights, scared of spiders, fucking snakes, whatever it was, I was at some point in my life approached with that fear and had to overcome it. There's a one or two I still ain't overcame, but I feel you, Tom, and I get what you're talking about, the use of substances, right? And it's tough when you're trying to get through it and you're trying to stay away from it and be strong and find that new path. So many people relapse, so many people go back and forth, so many people just never get it. To the ones that have and to the ones that have pulled themselves out, I salute you. To the ones that are struggling, I salute you as well. You're not alone. To the ones that are thinking about changing their life for the better, you're not alone. Just stand strong, believe in yourself, and if you need to, look to God, and I promise He will show you the way. Tom MacDonald, Angels, I'm feeling it. Let's keep it rolling.
It's not the liquor I'm addicted to, it's feeling tough. When you get bullied half your life, you feel weak, like you just ain't enough. Then you have a couple drinks and you catch a buzz and finally have the courage to defend yourself and throw a punch. And that adrenaline goes straight into your brain and blood. Addicted to the confidence, it's practically the greatest drug. Chasing dragons every night in all the latest clubs. What used to be your favorite thing somehow became a dangerous crutch. It was what it was. And that's the thing, it can happen to like any of us. I had great parents, tight friends, strong morals, nice threads, good school, good looking, good grades, time spent.
Tommy Boy here, he's right. It don't matter. It can happen to anybody. We had a homeboy that lived down the street from us. His mom worked, his dad worked, they owned their house. They had 3-4 cars. It was just him and 2 sisters. He was the only boy, and he'd be out in the street with us, and he didn't even have to be. He'd get caught up, go to juvenile hall. His mom would go pick him up. The next day, she would take him to Mervin's. Yeah, Mervin's. That's how long ago it was. Take him to Mervin's, stacks of 501, stacks of white tees, 2 or 3 pairs of fucking Cortez and whatever else, Adidas and shit, right? The hottest new tape, whether it was RBL Posse or Ice Cube or whatever, Dr. Dre at the time. And as soon as he got home, he'd shower, change, get his tapes, and go right back out to the street. And he'd be like, yeah, look what my mom bought me, fool. I'm gonna go get in trouble again. That way she can buy me some more shit. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? He ended up living a life of crime for about 10 years or so. He went to prison. He ended up getting shot in the street. He got jumped in prison at one point. Ended up turning his life around, gave it to God. He's been clean ever since and does so much stuff with the church and for the neighborhood. He's a great story. I won't say his name, but the dude changed his story for the better in his life, and he's doing well. But it doesn't care. It'll take anybody, if you allow yourself to be in that, like to approach it and start breathing it, and you start smelling it, you start living it, eating it, shitting it, sleeping it. It will take you, it will swallow your ass up, it will chew you up, and it won't spit you out. It'll swallow your ass up and shit you out. And if that ain't the motherfucking truth, sue me. Tom McDonald, Angels, let's get back into it, raw and uncut.
Being normal only lasted for a while. One bad choice sparked a downward spiral. I've spent half my life trying to climb out of that hole. Heaven's got angels, we need you at home. And I can't make you stay, but sometimes going ain't a choice. And every choice you make is one that you didn't avoid. Crash the whip and ditch the car. Burn a bridge, follow the stars. You'll find monsters in the dark, but nothing's worth it till it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to see things clear through your tears, but anywhere is way better than here. Fight your fear. It ain't the liquor we're addicted to, it's everything else. The happiness we had, but we forget how it felt. We've been drinking with the devil cause we're going through hell. Pray to God for a little bit of help. Man, I've been there, I did those things. I drank those drinks, I took those pills, I puked in sinks. And the truth ain't pretty, listen up, this is a tough one. You get saved by your angels or become one.
You get saved by your angels or you become one. Hey, if that ain't the motherfucking truth, you can fucking dip me in buttermilk and call me Whistle Dixie. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm dipped in buttermilk anyway. But this is what it is. Tom, the message, the idea, the imagery, everything's floating, everything's feeling just fine. And I'm listening and I'm like, damn, man, even when I think Tom couldn't get any more diverse or come another way, right, with a message, and then another song pops up and I'm reacting to Angels and I see, well, Tommy Boy here is so versatile. The word diverse is not, it's not big enough to use, right? I mean, Tom is just so massive when it comes to the lyricism, to being so prolific with his words. The way he patterns them, the way he spits them out, the cadence, the rhyme scheme, everything, along with the message. If the message ain't right, it don't matter what the fuck you talking about or what you spitting or how you spitting it. It's not gonna have no substance. If it don't have no substance, I ain't gonna fuck with it. I ain't gonna react to it. I ain't gonna like it. And we're just gonna keep on moving along. So, Raw and Uncut, Tom McDonald's, Angels, let's see what's really going on here at the end.
Crash the whip and ditch the car. Burn a bridge, follow the stars. You'll find monsters in the dark, but nothing's worth it till it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to see things clear through your tears, but anywhere is way better than here. Fight your fear.
See, what I've loved from Tom from the beginning when I first reacted to God Mode is the energy. It's the soul in which he uses to project his message on a certain frequency that most people are not going to be able to pick up because they are what I like to call NPCs, bots, and zombies. You take your pick what you want to call them. That's all across the board. Sometimes, well, all the time, when you are on a certain frequency, on a high energy, a high vibration, right? When other people aren't on that same vibe, the people are like, vibe, oh, the vibes are off. It's a vibration. It's a frequency of energy. And when you are not on that equal frequency as someone like Tom, you're not going to understand it. And to you, it's going to be a threat. To you, it's going to sound like a threat, but it's not a threat. It's not a threat. He's just telling you how he understands what a lot of these people are going through, and he knows because he's been through it, he's gone through it, but he thanks God that he's pulling himself out of it, right? That he is where he is, and he's not stuck in that anymore. But he's letting you know that he can sympathize, he has empathy. The guy has been there, he's lived it. And for you to be mad or be angry about someone that's telling their story, and however they tell it, you, my boy, are the epitome of what a hater is. Whoever you are, whichever reactors you are that attack this man, I don't know who they are, but I hear it's a few of them, right, that have in the past. And I say this, you are the definition of what a hater is. If they look that word up in the Webster's dictionary book of words, your faces will be right next to that shit with a big old donkey and some nuts hanging off of your chin. Since you put yourself on my dick, I put my nuts on your chin. Nuts on your chin. Since you put yourself on my dick, I put my nuts on your chin. That song came to mind, oh, Easy-E, Nuts on Your Chin. Because that's what I see when people hate on a message that Tom is putting forth across. It's just all hate. It's ignorance, idiocracy, pure idiocracy at its finest. And with that, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Leave your comments down in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. Until next time, we out.